Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, where you join me in my SVR for what is going to be a seriously exciting day ahead. I cannot wait for this one to all kick off, and I hope you guys enjoy this because it's going to be a special one, honestly. I have not that long to go before I arrive at my destination, a different destination, one which has appeared on my channel many times before, and this is the airfield. The airfield has been around, obviously, and that is where I do my drag races. But today we are going there for a different reason. A reason so we can let a certain car loose and let it unravel some amazing sounds, and this is all going to make sense very, very shortly, and I cannot wait, honestly. My ears by the end of today's video might be in a bit of a bad way, put it that way. My friend Johnny Cocker, he owns a Porsche Gt3 RS, and this is not anyone, this is not just your standard GT3 RS, this is one which is very, very, very different in many different ways. I think that came out right. Obviously I've driven Tony's one on the circuit and I absolutely loved it. It really gives you that racing feel. It's basically a racing car for the road. It just is amazing. The way they rev out, the noise of them, the presence of them, it's a dream car. It really is a dream car, and I've spent more and more time with them over the last sort of couple of months, sort of even abroad in England and things like that, and I'm starting to feel even more in love with them, and I'm intrigued by them. And the man I'm seeing today, Johnny, he is a racing driver himself, and he has transformed this GT3 RS into an absolute animal, and that is just a classic racing driver who wants his everyday car to sound just as good as the racing car. And we all know how good these cars sound, don't we? They are amazing, the way they rev out and everything else. The noise is very iconic and very special, and it's getting that sound out of them. And what he's done is he's got that sound out of it, and from what I've heard, and I've been speaking to him a lot the last couple of days, he's like, you need to get down here and we need to let this car loose and just hear how good it really, really is. The clips I've heard and the clips that I've been sent, I've never ever heard anything like it in my life. But let's have enough of this waffle. Let's get down to the airfield and enjoy this, because trust me, we're going to be listening to some incredible sounds coming up very shortly. So I've just arrived, and that journey went pretty quickly actually, and then now I just wait for this GT3 RS to arrive. And I'm just literally, well, I can hear aeroplanes, that's funny enough, when you're in an airfield, that's what happens. But honestly, I'm just waiting just to hear that, because they sound that good. So I'm going to wait around for a bit in the cold. Well, it's not that cold, but it's quite cold, you know what I mean. And he's going to be here very shortly, and then it's just going to get louder and louder and louder. Okay, and the GT3 RS has now arrived. How epic does this look? Johnny has just turned up, and honestly, well, where we are is absolutely freezing. Let's take that out of it. How insane does this look? And like I say, we've come to an airfield because we are going to let this loose, and so you guys at home can hear what, in my opinion, from what I've heard from the clips, is the best sounding Porsche ever, honestly. This car exactly has been lowered, so it is a little bit lower than what it looks like. I love the white with the yellow and everything else in the interior. It all works so well. This is a Gen 1 GT3 RS, so incredible value for money. Honestly, they really, really are. Obviously, I've driven the Gen 2, blah, 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 blah. But this, honestly, the value for money that these are at the moment is incredible. And this car has been straight piped. So when I was telling you that obviously it sounds good, this is one of the reasons. It's straight piped. Like I say, it's been lowered, so the stance of it does look very good as well. It just sits so much better. That is like one of the first things that I noticed. I just love the matte black wheels as well with the yellow. I think white suits this car so much. He was telling me that he used to have an orange one, casual, and then he went for this white colour, which I think is very, very cool as well. And just look at them. They are wicked, aren't they? They really, really are. And then if we walk up to this, let's actually go to the back, shall we? So then we can actually see what we're talking about here with this sort of exhaust, titanium. I think I did that right. And then this massive rear wing that we have, so iconic for the GT3 RS. One thing which is a little bit different, which I'm going to show you, some of the stuff that JCR do, they do the exhaust, but they also do these wicked paddles that they add themselves, which I think is absolutely mega. Love GT3 RS interior. It is the best with the roll cage in the back and everything else. Okay, let's fire this car up because this sounds good. Go on then, Johnny, take it away. Oh my god, that is actual chaos. Listen to it on idle. Listen to it on idle. It's unreal. That's just on tick over. It's mega. Okay, so we are in the GT3 RS. Let me introduce Johnny from JCR. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, this is mad. What you've done here to this car is actually mad. So what he's going to do is he's going to take me up the airfield and we're going to hear it.
Yeah. Well, you haven't heard it properly yet, have you?
No, I don't think so. Have I heard it properly? No.
No.
No. But where do you reckon where does it really sing?
It's kind of, I mean, considering it's straight pipe,
yeah,
I've kind of tried to engineer it. Obviously, for like the top end sound is important, but
yeah,
also to try and get like a decent tone throughout the whole revs.
Yes.
So below 4,000, it sounds kind of like fairly subdued, and then
probably
5 to 6
probably doesn't, but
it
okay,
kind of like properly comes into life, and then like at the top end it's just.
So it sounds like a race car.
Yeah, I mean,
or better than a race car.
The idea from the start was to make this sound as close to the RSR, the new RSR, the Le Mans car,
yes,
as possible. So the way that we've done that is a collection of things, but exhaust lengths, diameters, merge, all sorts of different things have kind of given us that tone.
Wow.
And yeah, with like,
it's taken you a long time to get it to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's been in like a 6-month process to kind of like,
wow,
go through various different versions, and you go from a best guess, you know, using kind of the engineering knowledge and whatnot, and then just kind of perfect it from there on in. And yeah, I mean, it makes me smile every time I get in it. It's fun.
Right, we need to hear it. Literally the loudest thing I've ever heard. Oh my god, that is the best sounding car in the world. Okay, that is absolutely the best car I've ever heard. Mate, that is louder than a race car. I've never heard anything in my life. What the hell have you done to that? That is a racing car. That's louder than a racing car. Mate, that's...
It sounds quiet now though. That's a good thing.
I've never heard a car in my life sound like that.
You need to hear it outside though. It sounds like just silly from the outside.
I'm having the best day ever. Right, what Johnny's going to do now is he's going to do a launch, and then we're going to sit here and we're going to listen to this, because this is unreal. Right, when you're ready. Go on. It's unreal. It's actually unreal. I actually want to buy one of them. They are so cool. Listen, here he comes. Do flybys now. That's what we're going to do. So he's going to go up, and then he's going to come back down, and he's going to come back, and we're just going to hear the pure noise of it. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the chance to drive it, which is even better. So when you're ready. This is what I really want, the flyby. Then he's going to come back. I'm lost for words. At this point, I'm lost for words. What the best sounding car in the world, in my opinion, and the loudest GT3 RS I'm sure to ever be around, but it just sounds better than a racing car, it really does. What's going to happen now, oh, listen to it, look at it. They're just incredible, aren't they? So what's going to happen now is I'm going to get the chance to drive this incredible car. Okay, so it's now my turn to drive it. You're a good passenger. Okay.
I don't mind being in the passenger seat.
Mate, it's
You're good in Porsches anyway.
Yeah, I know. But mate, these are properly sick. It's the paddles, the first experience of the paddles which you get, which are honestly totally mad. But yeah, I want to just get a proper feel for it. Not nervous? No. Should I put the window down a little bit?
Go for it.
I'm not going to scare you too much. I just want to feel it. Good, isn't it? That downshift. The paddle feels totally effortless as well.
Yeah, so we worked quite hard with that to get
make it
not only the bigger and the kind of profile differently, but
yeah,
we did quite a lot of work with the feel of them. So the click is like,
oh, the clickers, you could literally just do it like that. Can we do a launch?
Go for it, yeah.
Oh really?
So if you're in PDK Sport,
yeah, left
foot brake, full throttle, and then just lift off the brake.
No way. I just want to hear the downshifts as well. Ah! Do you know what it is? What you've done with this is what they should all be like. Even with these, into the exhaust, obviously day-to-day living is probably, it's harder, but it's getting that tone. Yeah. And I think what you've done with this exhaust is like literally like.
But now, like normal driving, we can have a perfectly normal conversation.
We're just having a normal conversation. We'll put the windows up. It's fine. Like.
And it's actually not terrible.
You have customers from all sorts, basically.
Yeah. So we've got customers who say to the guy who wants the car to sound basically completely standard on startup and when the valves are closed, but then still wants extra sound and extra tone when it's like flat out. And that to just sort of do this, you know, where it's just kind of fairly balls out, really.
So if I got a GT3 RS,
which you should,
which I should, yes. After driving this, yes, you could customize it to be similar to this, but also, yeah, I'd want it like this.
Yeah, so you can kind of have this when you want to have this.
Perfect.
But then you can hit the exhaust button, put it in drive, and then go and do a motorway journey, and it sounds basically like stock. So,
oh, perfect. You know what it is? I've always understood GT3 RSs, but now I totally get it. I literally want one of these so badly. I need to get one. So we've just parked up the GT3 RS, and honestly, one of the best experiences I've ever had in a car that was. It was so cool to hear what an absolute beast this thing is. It's a racing car. It's the best sounding Porsche I've ever heard. It really is. And just the way, the noise and the tone, the way it revs out and everything, it's just an absolute animal. And that's pretty much summed up that I'm going to be buying a GT3 RS at some point, because it has totally made me just realise even more what the guys at JCR have done. They've just transformed it and made it even more of what it should be, and it kind of made me really appreciate it, just how amazing they are. Like a Le Mans car does not sound as good as that, in my opinion. That's what is so utterly absurd with it, and it's like Liverpool as well. You can just drive down the road and it's just, yeah, honestly, it's totally mad. I need one of these in my life, and there will be one in my life at some point. I just need to work out how I'm going to make this possible, because honestly, yeah, I'd happily get one of them and just do that, basically. But I'll leave all the links down below to Johnny and JCR. Check out their social media, his social media and everything else. And yeah, what they do. Obviously, they don't just do Porsches, they do everything else as well. So yeah, check all that out, because that is just one of the epic thing. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cruise home in peace, because I'm sure the SVR will be very, very quiet with that exhaust to what that is. But what a day, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've literally just tried everything possible to get the sound over as best as possible as I can, because that is epic.